Good morning, everyone. How is everybody today? Let's see who's here. Let's see what poems we're going to read next. Let's see. Hi, Penny. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Caleb. Hi, Jose. Hi, Miss Roberson. Hi, Emerson. Good morning, everybody. Ooh, looks like there's some good poems coming up next, some good pictures. Hello. You guys ready for exercise day later today at 1 o'clock? My sister's going to come and she's going to exercise with us. Hi, Kellen. Hi, Zane. Good morning. Okay. Let's read a few poems. This one's called A Lonely Kind of Thing. Hi, Sadie. And all of us have probably had days where we felt like this because we just don't get to see all the people that we're used to seeing. So it's okay to feel like this sometimes, especially when we love our friends and we miss them. It's called A Lonely Kind of Feeling. Hi, Nella. Hi, Elijah. Hi, Will. It's a lonely thing to think you might do something that might make someone very mad. It's a lonely thing to think you might hurt someone, and that someone might be your mom or your dad, someone you like very much. It's so lonely, lonely. It's a very lonely, lonely kind of thing. Hi, Liam. So this is about something different, actually. We could definitely all write poems about missing people, but sometimes when you've hurt somebody on purpose or an accident, guys, let's see what this one says. It says, sometimes people are good. Looks like maybe there was an accident. Someone's cleaning it up. Sometimes people are good, and they do just what they should. But the very same people who are good sometimes are the very same people who are bad sometimes. It's funny, but it's true. It's the same, isn't it, for me and sometimes people get wet and their parents get upset. But the very same times people who get wet sometimes are the very same people who get dry sometimes. It's funny, but it's true. It's the same, isn't it, for me and sometimes people make noise and they break each other's toys. But the very same people who are noisy sometimes are the very same people who are quiet sometimes. It's funny, but it's true. It's the same, isn't it, for me and sometimes people get mad and they feel like being bad. But the very same people who are mad sometimes are the very same people who are glad sometimes. It's funny, but it's true. It's the same, isn't it, for me and sometimes people are good and they do just what they should. But the very same people who are good sometimes are the very same people who are bad sometimes. It's funny, but it's true. It's the same, isn't it, for me? Isn't it the same for you? So yeah, if I've been to your house, I've probably read The Good Egg and The Bad Seed, and that's how they both feel. The good egg tries to be good all the time, so much so that he cracks his skull, and then he realizes that he can't make everyone else around him feel good, be good all the time, and sometimes it's okay to not be the person who's always doing the right thing all the time. And the bad seed, something bad happened to him and he felt bad all the time, but then eventually he realized he doesn't have to be bad all the time. Sometimes he feels a little bit bad and sometimes he feels a little bit good, and we all feel that way. We're not one thing all the time. Our feelings and our emotions change. Okay, who else just logged in? Hi, Esmeralda. Hi, Shahir. Okay, let's practice some more O-I and O-Y words. Remember what those sounds say? They both say the sound oi, right? Oi. Very good. And we use OY mostly at the end of words, and OI mostly in the middle of words, but we know that lots of words break the rules. Let's try a couple with the sound OI. Try the word join. Join. Some people are going to join our Instagram lesson. Let's stretch it. Ready? Join. Where is it gonna go? Join. Let's see. Join. Oh, I knew that J was backwards. Join. 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 Very good. I love when you guys can type along. How about this one? Coil. Do you know what a coil is? A coil is something that kind of curls together. Like one of these might look like a coil. It goes around like this. Coil. Let's stretch it. Ready? Coil. Try it. Coil. Coil. Think about what letter that is going to make that k sound. Coil. COIL. Very good. Coil. Try the word joy. Joy. I was jumping for joy when I got my new game. Joy. 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 Where is that going to go? Right over there. Very good. Try this one. Oink. Oink. The pig says oink. Very good. Let's stretch it. Oink. 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 Where is that word gonna go? Oink. It's got O-I, right? O-I-N-K. Oink. Very good. Try the word soil. Soil. S-oil. Soil. 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 Ready? S-O-I-L. Soil. You ready for one that's going to make you laugh? Let's try toilet. Toilet. When we have a word like that, sometimes we can stretch it out in 2 syllables. So I can stretch out toy-let. Toilet. So the first part is t-oy. Remember, it's still in the middle of the word. T-oy. So the first syllable is T-O-I. Toy. The next syllable is let. L-e-t. Let. Toilet. And that one's easy. We've been spelling words like those for a long time. L-E-T. Toilet. Very good. So sometimes we can break things into syllables and spell them 2 parts at a time. Very good. Let's try a few more. Let's try the word avoid. Avoid. Avoid means to stay away from. If you're trying to avoid doing your homework, you're trying to do anything else but your homework. Good, you guys got it. Avoid. Ready? A-v-oid. Avoid. A-v-oid. avoid. That first sound is a little tricky. It sounds like one word, the vowel, but it's really a different one. Avoid. Ready? A-V-O-I-D. Avoid. Very good. Good. Let's try the word toy. How do you write the word toy? Yeah, Elijah, you can also write the word void. If something is void, it means it doesn't work anymore. Try the word toy. Ready? T-oy, toy. That's easy, right? T-O-Y, toy. Good. Try the word cowboy. Cowboy. So it's the same thing like we did here. You can stretch it in 2 syllables. Cow, boy. Cowboy. Stretch out cow. K-ow. It's a little tricky, but I think we practiced that a long time ago. That O-W is making that ow sound. Boy. B-oy. Boy. Cowboy. Very good. Okay, you ready for a hard one? I think you can do it. Let's try the word destroy. Destroy. If I destroy if something is destroyed, it doesn't exist anymore. Are you ready? We'll try it in syllables. The syllables are destroy. Destroy. Ready? The first syllable is D. D-E. D. So we have the E saying its own name. Good, Penny. The next syllable is stroy. Stroy. S-t-er-oy. Stroy. S-t-er-oy. Stroy. So we have that triple blend. S-t-er-oy. Very good. A lot of you got it. D-E-S-T-R-O-Y. Destroy. Very good. Okay. Let's write a sentence. Ready? What sentence could we write? Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Let's try this one. Maybe we were going on a field trip to the farm. I was filled with joy when no, this is too long. Sorry. Let me try another one. Let's see. Okay, let's try this one. Can you point to the soil? Can you point to the soil? Can. Maybe you're at the hardware store and you need help finding where the soil is. Can. Can you Can you point? P, oi, n, t. Point. Can you point to the soil? Can you point to the soil? Now remember, you're asking a question. Maybe you're asking someone for help, and they'll say yes or no. So what kind of end mark do you need for that? Can you point to the soil? Can you point to the soil? Ready? Can. K, a, n. Can. U, Y-O-U. We know that. Point. P, oi, n, t. Point. To the soil. S, oi, o. Soil. And we need a question mark because you're asking for a yes or a no. Can you point to the soil? Very good. Okay, everybody. Today we're going to learn about tally marks. Tally marks. And tally marks are something that people use all the time to help them keep track of usually a big group of things that they're counting. And we know that when we're counting big numbers, it's easier to count in groups, like by 5s or by 10s. So when we make big numbers like 75, I don't write 75 ones. I write it in 10s and ones because 10s are easy to count. So using tallies is a way to count in groups of 5. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So we're going to count my markers today. I got a lot of markers in this bag, but I don't know how many. And I want to see how many that there are. So every time I count a group of 5, every time I count 1, I make just a line. So if I have 1 marker, I write just a tall, kind of like a 10. 2, I put it next to it. 3, 4. But watch what happens after I do 4. There's a little rhyme that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, shut the door. So once I get to 5, to show that I have a group of 5, I make a line over it like this. Then when I see this whole group, that means I have 5 there. 5. So then I can keep counting. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And once I get to 10, I shut the door. So now I see that I have 5, 10. I have 2 groups of 5. So I can count those really easily. And this gets really helpful if I'm counting a lot of things and trying to stay organized. It's really helpful to have groups like this. So I could count another group of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I do 1, 2, 3, 4, shut the door. I have another group of 5. Let me count another group of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put the extras back here because I don't have a group for them yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, shut the door. Still got quite a few markers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, shut the door. So now I can count to see how many I already have. I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I've still got a little bit left. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another group. 1, 2, 3, 4, shut the door. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, shut the door. Now I'm going to have to make tinier groups. That doesn't mean there's any less. I just have to make them smaller. I'm getting close to the bottom. Let's see. I have 3 here. So I need 2 more for another group of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, shut the door. And now I'm almost done, but I don't have another group of 5. I only have 4. So I can't shut the door with my 5th one. So now I can count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. But now I have to count by 1s. 41, 42, 43, 44. Very good. And so sometimes people use tallies in graphs just like we talked about yesterday. So now I know that I have 44 markers, I can start putting them into groups. Maybe I want to see how many. I think I have a lot of blue and it seems like I have a lot of green. So I'm going to try to see how many of each I have. So I'm going to make a title for my graph, marker colors. I want to see how many different marker colors. I could do all the groups, but I'm just going to do 2 for right now. I'm going to see how many blue I have and how many green. So my chart's going to look a little bit different. So I made my title, marker colors, and then I wrote blue and green and made a big rectangle. I didn't put all those other little boxes like we did for the picture graphs because I am not marking one at a time, I'm marking groups of 5. Okay, and you'll see as things get more complicated, this is why it's easy to keep track with tallies. So first I'm going to count out 5 blue markers. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put them over there. So I'm going to put 5 tallies here. 1, 2, 3, 4, shut the door. Let's see if I can find more blues. 1, 2, should we count this one? I'm going to count it. 3. Okay, so I can't make a whole group of 5, can only add 3. 1, 2, 3. So now I could go back and count all my markers, or I can count what I have here. I have 5 plus 3, so I have 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's see how many green I have. I thought I had more blue, but now that I'm looking, I might have more green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a group of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, shut the door. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have another group of 5. So I can make 1, 2, 3, 4, shut the door. So now I can count what I have up all together. And here I have 8 markers. And here I have 10 markers. How many more green markers do I have than blue markers? I could count how many tallies are missing. 1, 2. Or I can do a subtraction sentence. 10 minus 8. That's the difference. That's why we call it a difference. We're usually talking about how 2 different groups are not the same. The green has 2 more. Very good. How many green and blue markers do I have all together? Very good. How many green and blue markers do I have all together? I could count them up again, or I could add the 2 groups. I could add 8 plus 10, but I know it's easier to start with 10s, so I could do 10 plus 8. And I have 18. Very good, everybody. So tomorrow we'll practice some more tallies. If you have markers at home or a big group of anything, you could practice doing tallies at home too. Tallies are a great way to keep things organized when you're counting up a big group. Excellent. Ooh. Okay, are you ready to hear about some more creature features? And to tell Steve Jenkins to tell us why some creatures look so strange to us? Okay, what did we read yesterday? So when you're listening, you're thinking about these kinds of things. Does this animal look this way to camouflage? Does it help it build its home? Is it a copycat, or does it have fake eye spots? Does it use it to lay eggs? Or does it have spines, shells, or scales? Does it have bright color or spray? Or is it using its body to play tricks or to get away fast? And the last one we learned about was that pufferfish yesterday. He's on the cover. And that hamster, right, uses his cheeks kind of like grocery store bags to get all the food back home. Whoa, look at these. What do you think these are here? It says, "Dear bighorn sheep, don't those huge horns get in your way? They can be a pain, but I'm a male sheep, and to impress females, I have to fight with other guys. We bang our heads together, and my big horns help me." You know what? I think maybe we should add that to our chart over here. It kind of goes with, remember that book we read about animal armor? Spines, shells, and scales. We could also add to that horns. Something kind of tough on the outside. Horns. How about this guy here? Look at him. I don't know how to say it. Barbaroussa. I've never heard of this animal. "Dear Barbaroussa, your tusks look dangerous. Do you fight with them? Sometimes I battle other males for territory or mates, and it can get pretty rough." So there's another thing we could add. We could add tusks. Do you know any other animals that have tusks? Horns are body parts that come out on the outside of an animal's head. Tusks grow on the inside of their mouths and come out, like elephants and walruses. Let's see what else. He's kind of got that tongue too, that snout like the tapir at the beginning. Remember that guy? I bet he uses his snout the same way to kind of vacuum up food. Oh boy, look at this guy. "Dear star-nosed mole, what is that weird thing growing on your face?" "Actually, that's my nose. I live underground and I use the tentacles on my snout to feel my way in the dark and find tasty worms and grunts to eat." So if you live in the dark, you'd have to have some body parts to help you get around too. Look at these teeth. "Dear mole rat, have you ever thought about getting braces?" "Not really. I dig tunnels through the earth with my teeth. Fortunately, they are outside my lips, so I can burrow without getting dirt in my mouth." So he uses those kind of as diggers. Look at this guy. "Dear bearded seal, don't those whiskers tickle?" "Not that I've noticed. I use them to feel along the sea floor for crabs, clams, and other good things to eat." Kind of like this mole. They're using these outside things to kind of help them feel around for food. Whoa, look at him. What's this thing called? Axolotl. "Dear axolotl, why do you have feathers growing out of your head?" "Those aren't feathers, they're gills. They let me breathe underwater. And in case you're wondering, my name is pronounced he gave me some tips here. Axolotl. Axolotl. That was close. So that's what helps him breathe. Ooh, what do you think this one? We've read about this one. "Dear spice bush swallowtail caterpillar, why are you staring at me?" "Ha, fooled you. Those aren't my eyes. They are spots on my tail. But hungry birds leave me alone because they mistake me for a snake." So they've got some eye spots. And what about this panda? What's this panda got here? Dear giant panda, who gave you those black eyes? No one. We pandas all have them. The dark fur around my eyes makes me look bigger and fiercer to a predator, I hope. So they have kind of the same thing. They're black around their eyes. If you're looking from far away, you might think this whole thing is their eye instead of just the little part. So they kind of have eye spots too. Dear red squirrel, does that fur on your ears help you hear better? No, it's there to keep my ears warm. It falls off in the summer and grows back in the winter. Oh, cool. Look at this giraffe's tongue. Dear giraffe, why is your tongue purple? I live in Africa where the sun is very bright. My tongue, which I use to pluck leaves and grass, is dark purple so that it won't get sunburned. And as you can see, I've got a lot of tongue to protect. That's pretty cool, built-in sunblock. Have you ever seen one of these, a blobfish? Dear blobfish, what on earth happened to you? Being on dry land instead of in the ocean is my problem. At home, deep in the sea, I look like just another fish. This is what he looks like when he's swimming around. Just a normal fish. But I'm out of the water and gravity is smushing me. Here is what I usually look like. This is what it looks like when he's swimming around. And if he's not in the water and gravity smooshes him down and he looks like that. Blob. Whoa, look at this sun bear. Dear sun bear, why is your tongue so long? I love to eat ants and termites. With my long tongue, I can reach into their nests and slurp them up. Wow. Look at this guy. Dear shoebill stork, why do you have such a burly beak? That is a big beak. I eat fish, big fish, and they wiggle and squirm. My strong beak gives me a good grip on their slippery bodies. Just like what we saw on Friday. Okay, there's a few more. Whoa, we read about him, or something like him. Dear thorny toad, why are you so spiny? Think about it. Would you want to bite down on me? Not many animals would. My spines also direct any rainwater that falls on my head right into my mouth. Wow, so he's protecting himself and he's helping him get a drink of water. Who's this guy? Dear, and finally, dear rock hyrax, a question for you. What sharp teeth you have. Are you dangerous? Not usually. I'm a vegetarian. But I'll defend myself with my tusks if I have to. So those teeth are called tusks too. Wow, so many cool creature features. So here, sometimes this is called drawing something to scale. So you draw something that you know what is the size of, like a human. Maybe this is an adult, so someone as tall as your mom and dad. And then they draw pictures of all the other animals to scale so you could see how much bigger they are than a human. So here's the tapir, the vulture. So some are not that much bigger, some are really small. And then if you look over here, look at the giraffe. Look at how much taller it is. And the bear. Cool. So creatures have lots of different features on their bodies to protect themselves, to help them find food, and to help them just kind of survive all kinds of things in the wild. So we're going to be thinking about that next week as we work on the next part of our project. Okay, everybody, I'll see Will, Nella, Kellen, Maggie, and Emerson at 11 o'clock with your book report if you have it. And everybody else, I'll see you at 1 o'clock for exercise day. If you've been working on any stories, you could bring your stories then too. Okay, have a good afternoon, everybody. Bye.